Hello everyone and welcome. This is How to Make a Travel Blog by To the Nations Worldwide. I'm your host, Mike Pletz, and we're going step by step each weekday to show you how to create a travel blog from scratch. So join us every day, Monday to Friday, for the next 2 weeks, 1 p.m. Eastern, as we go through this process step by step. Be sure to like our Facebook page for more on travel, blogs, photography, and so much more. You can click the link in the description to follow along, or you can go to www.tothenationsworldwide.com. From there, you're going to go to the e-learning tab and go to How to Make a Travel Blog from Scratch. We're on Unit 2, Setting Up, Lesson number 3, Setting Up Your Blog. Now, in the previous lesson, we were talking about choosing your host and choosing your platform. We talked about self-hosting your site and choosing a host like HostGator or Bluehost, where your site is going to live on a server. From there, we talked about creating or downloading a platform where you're going to create your content and where you're going to choose your theme. We talked about choosing WordPress as this CMS, this content management system. We talked about how we were comfortable with WordPress, and that's why we went ahead and used WordPress today for tothenationsworldwide.com. Today we're going to continue along and talk about setting up your blog. We're going to get started with WordPress, take you through some different menus in WordPress and what you can do to stylize your website, from the theme, customization, settings, and downloading plugins. Now, getting started with WordPress, it might help maybe now or maybe in the near future to familiarize yourself with HTML and CSS basics. This is going to help you if you ever want to tweak or change something in your WordPress website. It's maybe something in the theme or a plugin, or even writing your content. You may want to understand a little bit about HTML and CSS. It's not that hard to get an understanding of the basics. You can go to Code Academy. We have a link right here to learn HTML and CSS. This is something I use to familiarize myself with the basics of HTML. That way I could customize my website the way I'd like to see it. It's up to you if you want to do that, or if you just want to stick with what's available to you through WordPress. Now, continuing on, choosing your theme. Your theme is what your website is going to look like. It's important to choose a theme that you're going to want to stand for your brand. So this includes the layout, colors, everything that goes along with the way your website looks like is your theme. So it is difficult if you do tweak your theme to change your theme in the future. So that's why I recommend taking your time, looking through the different themes, doing a Google search for the best travel blog theme and seeing people's opinions on this and choosing a theme from there. Now you can choose a free theme. We have some WordPress themes here that are completely free. In fact, our tothenationsworldwide.com website is the university theme on that WordPress hosts. There's also other third-party themes that are created. There's also some premium themes. So the premium themes you do have to pay for, but you get better support if you ever need to change something with your theme or ask why something is not working. If there's an update with your theme, that's also another benefit to a premium theme. There's updates that keep your site secure that you're gonna have to keep on top of as you continue. Premium themes come up with frequent updates to keep your site secure, to keep it running properly on every platform. The downside is it does cost a little bit of money, but sometimes you can get a basic theme of that premium theme. You can download that and decide if you like that theme, if you want to go ahead with it. The downside to those basic themes is you usually can't change the colors that go along with it or tweak some major things about that theme. So paying for that premium theme. Usually they're about like $50 and up. It gives you a bit more freedom to customize your website the way you want. Also, with creating or tweaking your theme the way you want it, you will want to make a child theme to go along with that. This is getting a bit more technical, and it refers back up to learning HTML and CSS, and also the WordPress codex to create that child theme. We're going to visit that a little bit later in the series. It's a bit more advanced, but fairly easy to set up. So you can also find the link here, creating a child theme. If you want a premium theme, there's an OpenCart themes link here that you can find various premium themes for you to download. Once you've got that theme chosen, we're going to go to the Customize tab. So in the Customize tab, it's under the Appearance, and you're going to go down to Customize. And in the Customize tab, you get to stylize and customize the way you want your theme to look. So the theme has multiple areas of a website that you can change, including the header, footer, menus, widgets, colors, features, everything to go along with that website. So like I said before, sometimes if you don't get the premium theme, they won't let you change the colors. It'll stay the way it looks. You can usually always add widgets. Widgets are things that you can see on sidebars, whether it's subscribe to your list or like our Facebook page. Those are widgets that you can add to your sidebar. They can also usually be added to the footer, sometimes header. Header has the menu. It's got your logo. Another downside to a basic theme is sometimes they don't allow you to upload your logo to the header. You have to use just basic text. And when you're trying to brand yourself with that logo, that might be a bit of a downfall there. So you might want to go to a premium theme. So play around with the Customize tab. It'll take you and it'll update everything you change in real time before you publish it. Once you've got the look that you want, you can go ahead, click that publish button, and it'll show up on your website whenever you visit that site. But the good thing about the Customize tab is that it makes changes as you make them, and it's not published. So people can't see that if they visit your website, but you can see it through the Customize tab. So play around with that Customize tab, see what's available for your theme. Also, it's a good way to see what you can do with your theme without having to change any coding of that theme. So when you are picking your theme, maybe install a few different themes to get a feel of them and choose the right one based on this customization tab. We're going to continue on to the Settings tab. In the Settings, you'll see General, Writing, Reading, Discussion, Media, and Permalinks. These are all things you'll also want to see what's underneath each of these tabs. In the General, you have options to change your time zone, change the language, how the date will read, and when the week starts for your website. This is beneficial to stats and just basic things, choosing your time zone and language, just things you want your website to know. Going on to writing, take a look at this section, but we don't do much customizing in this tab. Just take a look at what the writing tab has there for you, just in case in the future you do want to go into the writing tab and change anything. Now, the reading tab, you're going to want to decide what your front page is going to display. Is it going to be your blog, or is it going to be a static front page? If you go to our website, tothenationsworldwide.com, you'll see that we have a static page. It's not our blog page. Our blog page can be found at tothenationsworldwide.com/blog. That's because we want our front page to show any features that we have, or just our front page is actually really basic, so that's the way we wanted it. Sometimes if your website is just a blog, maybe you'll just have a blog page on your website, and that's what people will go to when they go to your URL. The next one is the discussion. From this tab, you get to manage the comments section of your website, how you want them displayed. A good thing to manage from the very start. So discussion tab could be important to you. Also the media tab, it's lets you decide the image size of the photos that you upload. And we do very little in this, but a good thing to take a look at. And finally, the permalink. This is something that you'll want to change for sure. Go to the permalink tab and just understand what you want your link structure to look like. I think by default it does your .com website /index/ and then I believe date and the name of the page that you're visiting. Take a look at that too, so you know what I am saying there, because you will want to change it to the way you want them to see your URL at the top here. Ours is for our blog post the date that it was published and then the title of that blog post. You may just want it to be the title of that blog post. It's up to you how you want it to look, but this is something that you will want to change or customize in there. Finally, getting out of the settings, we're going to go into plugins. Now, plugins are a way to add additional functionality, and they can be installed with your WordPress site. A lot of them are free, which is awesome. We're going to only go through the free ones. Now, with the free ones come some upgrades that you may need to pay for, but they have basic functionality that are going to help out your website. And we're going to go through a few of these here, starting with Yoast SEO. You can download these at the Plugins tab, and then go to Add New. If you search in there, if you search Yoast SEO, it should be the first one that pops up. This is an SEO or search engine optimization plugin. It's going to help you by writing your blog posts so that they show up in the search results near the top. Now, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to get to the top, but a lot of that depends on keyword research and choosing a keyword to focus on throughout your blog post. There's a lot that goes into that. We're going to get to search engine optimization later on in the series, but this is definitely a plugin that you're going to want to download. Next one is WordPress Super Cache. Now, this is basically it helps your website load faster after somebody has already visited your website. This is something maybe a bit more advanced for some users, but it's something that you can customize basically, and it'll make your website faster, which is what we all want. Another one that we have actually on tothenationsworldwide.com is BuddyPress. Now, BuddyPress is basically, it creates a social network on your website. It's a very powerful plugin. It allows users to create a profile, add friends, join groups. There's so many additional plugins that you can download for BuddyPress to add additional functionality. It's a pretty amazing plugin. It does cause your website to slow down a little bit, so maybe think about whether or not you want to make your website, allow your readers to create a profile on your website. Now, we do this because we want our users to create their own travel map that they can customize, the places that they've been, the routes they've taken throughout, and share them with their friends and family. So that's why we downloaded this BuddyPress plugin. I think it's an amazing plugin, extremely powerful, and it's the perfect one if that's the way you want to take your blog. BBPress is a forum for your website. It's extremely easy to use and set up. So if you do want forum functionality for your website, BBPress is the way you want to go. Compressed JPEG and PNG images allows you to compress those images that are too large. The main reason why websites will load really slowly is because your photos are not compressed. If they're multiple megabytes, for example, if you're taking pictures on your SLR camera and you're putting them directly onto your website, they're going to be too large. They're going to cause your website to slow down very much. So you're going to want to compress them. It barely takes away from the image quality, and it reduces the file size greatly, and it allows your website to load a bit faster. So compressed JPEG and PNG images is a must for those uploading photography to their website. Easy watermark is a very easy way to add a watermark to your images in bulk. Just make sure you play around with it first before you add those watermarks in bulk. Maybe start with one image, place that watermark, because once you put that watermark on there, you cannot take it off. So be sure to play around with that before you do it in bulk. Lots of our images have the To the Nations Worldwide logo as a watermark on there on the photograph. So Easy Watermark is a great plugin. Instagram Feed WD adds your Instagram feed through a short code, adding it onto your website. So you might see the To the Nations Worldwide Instagram feed in the sidebar at times. Meta Slider is a way to show your photographs in a slider, so people can click an arrow and see all your photos that you're uploading. Itro Pop-Up plugin allows you to add a pop-up to your website. So if you want readers to take action on your website, for example, join your mailing list, subscribe to anything, or create an account, anything like that, you'll want it to pop up on their screen. Not be annoying, but just pop up, say, hey, this is what we have, what we're giving away, what we want you to do to take action. Do you want to do it? Yes or no? It's a great way to get subscribers, actually. Actually, we've recently gone away from Itro Pop-Up. It's a great plugin, but we've gone towards Pop-Up Maker, which you can see at the top of our screen here. Pop-Up Maker allows you to put different pop-ups on different pages, which we'll get more into as we get strategically into the marketing side of our of creating a WordPress blog. Super Socializer allows you to create sharing and like buttons for all your social media platforms on any page or any post of your website. So this is a great way to allow people to, at the click of a button, like your Facebook page or share your content. Super Socializer is a great plugin for that. MyCred is interesting. It pairs well with BuddyPress, which BuddyPress has so many different plugins to go along with it to add functionality. But MyCred gives credits to those creating an account or sharing your website with others or visiting pages. It gives them credits that they can use towards whatever you want it to do. So this is an extremely customizable plugin. It allows you to do so much. Finally, WooCommerce it makes your website an e-commerce platform. Very awesome if you're getting into that sort of thing, if you're going to sell anything on your website or on your blog, or you want merch on your blog. Very awesome e-commerce plugin. It's free. There are some upgrades that you may have to pay for, but the basic plugin is free. And if that's the direction you're taking your blog, it's the perfect plugin for you. So plugins are an incredible way to customize, add more features to your website. Instead of hiring somebody to do the coding for you, it's already there. You just download, you go into that plugin, and you change the settings to suit your website. You do not want to have more than, I'd say, 20 active plugins on your website at any given time, just because it'll slow down your website. It'll take away from the user experience a bit. So just be careful and strategically choose the plugins that you want to go along with your website. If you have any questions about any of these plugins or any of these menus that we've talked about, feel free to let me know. Maybe in the future I'll upload a video going through each of these plugin screens that we recommend. There's many more plugins out there that are going to add functionality to your website. So feel free to search them, add them in the comments, the ones that you like. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll be sure to check it out and answer anything you have. That's all for this one. We hope this helps you with your WordPress site and establishing your travel blog. Feel free to like our Facebook page to follow along with this video series and everything else that we have going on at To the Nations Worldwide. You can click the link in the description, and you can go ahead into what we'll be covering in future episodes to continue establishing your travel blog. I hope this helped. Thank you, and happy travels.